Mackey Motors in Lake City is the place to find new and certified used vehicles. With a knowledgeable sales staff and amazing service department, you'll drive away satisfied. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City, MackeyMotors.com.
Motors post-game show, find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City, celebrating right now with the Kemper Knights as they advance to the 69-67 victory over Sioux Central tonight, and they head down to the state basketball tournament. We've got Dawson Gifford joining us here on the headsets. Dawson, congratulations. Great win. This one's got to feel pretty special.
Absolutely. This is what we worked for, and it's a dream come true.
What was the difference tonight, do you think? A 2-point win, what was the difference?
I just think we competed more and hustled more and made the plays at the end and came through the win.
I thought you were huge, not just on the defensive end on Hargens late in the game, but you took Betcher to the rim as often as you could. You got him fouled out of the ballgame with 6:05 to go. Was that part of the game plan, was for you to be aggressive and attack him?
Absolutely, not just me, but all of us. We wanted to get their core three and foul trouble as early as we could. Couldn't really get it done in the first half, so we got a lot of fouls on Betcher late in the game, so that was very helpful.
You guys jumped out, got out by 10 in the first half. They come back, took a lead in the third quarter. But how important was it for this group to get out to the start you guys did tonight?
Oh, it's huge. We preach every single practice on coming out of halftime strong. We have a little 5-minute break every practice and we come out, work on getting out fast after halftime, so that's something we work on.
Up 2 at halftime after they had closed the gap from 10 down to 2. What did Coach talk to you about at that situation?
He just said we got to keep playing with the same defensive intensity and just keep hustling and playing hard.
Betcher fouls out with 6:05 to go. Hargens has got 24 at that point. Foul. He ends up with 30 here tonight. You switched over to him late in the game as DJ picked up some foul trouble. What did you do defensively to kind of slow him down those last 4 or 5 minutes?
Well, first DJ played a phenomenal defense against him the whole game. But towards the end, it was a lot of help defense. It wasn't just me solo, but a lot of help defense and just collectively stopping it.
As the clock started to wind down, you guys made some mistakes and made some fouls there late to kind of stop the clock. But what was going through your mind as a senior, knowing you might be headed down to state?
Yeah, I just wanted to, make the plays, stop making mistakes, hit my free throws, and get the game over with.
Well, I tell you what, congratulations so much. Appreciate you coming up. Go back out and celebrate with your guys and your crowd, but appreciate you coming up.
Thank you.
Dawson Gifford joining us. We're going to get Carson Kanne over here on the headsets, and we'll get him here in the post-game interview room. And Carson, I tell you what, you're always good at getting to the rim. But tonight, it almost seemed like a mission at the beginning of the game. A bunch of reverse layups for you. You knew they had a little size on you inside, so you're using that rim to protect you. But what was it in your mind that made you so aggressive tonight?
Well, we watched SEC film and we saw Tyler Leitner and how he went off against Sioux Central, and we saw how he attacked number 3. So I knew I had to do my part because every other guy was going to get guarded by the big 3 or whatever. So I back cut. And Mike drives, and Mike can get to the hole too. So
I saw a bunch of air balls from both teams tonight. Was it nerves for both teams? You think in this one, or was it just how good the defenses were at times?
I was tingling. I airballed too. It was so loud. I couldn't even feel any muscle in my body. I don't know. It was just so loud. It was a great atmosphere.
I wasn't going to mention that you had a couple of those, but when did you feel like you guys settled down and kind of I didn't see as many air balls in the second half. Was it kind of halftime to calm everybody down a little?
Yeah, we knew coming into halftime we were right where we wanted to be, 2-point lead, and we just came out with confidence. And then Boetcher fouled out, which is a huge help for us because he's one of the big 3, and I mean, that just boosted our confidence even more.
You guys really kept Mills under control tonight, too. I had people from Sioux Central saying tonight that if Mills hit some threes, that would be big for him, and you guys never let him go. And what was the defensive game plan on him?
So I was going to guard him when I was in, and then Triton was going to guard him when he's in. And we're 2 really good ball defenders, and I knew that he wasn't going to really beat me off the dribble, so I just had to put a hand up and stay in front. So
up 39-37 at halftime. They come out and grab a lead there in the third quarter, their first lead of the game. I thought one of the critical things, you never left them get up by more than 2 in the game, and generally it was right away on that very next possession for you guys. You either tied it or got the lead back. What was the mental toughness like for you guys tonight to never panic in those situations?
Coach always tells us if the other team's cheering for a dunk or something, we go right down and we score and shut them up. So that's what we did. I mean, we got out running, and we knew that they weren't going to get up by much. So
you were huge at the free throw line tonight. I think I had you perfect from the free throw line. As I look over at my numbers, I think 8 of 8. You talked about tingling. How do you go out and not miss a free throw with this raucous crowd hollering at you?
Oh my gosh, I shoot so many free throws, like rec practice, and I just make sure like I got to get if I'm going to get my points, it's going to be at the line. So I just make sure that nothing's going to affect me there. So
18 for you tonight. What's that feeling like, and to know that was a huge part of the reason you guys are headed to state?
Oh my gosh, it feels amazing. But like our team is. It's really good, and I think we can make some noise at state. So.
What's it like when your fan base rushes the court after the game to celebrate with you guys?
It's unbelievable. Like, it's something you dream of, and I just think, like, I don't know, like, I've wanted to do this since I was a kid, so it just felt amazing, like when Parker Bading did it, and so, yeah.
Go celebrate with your guys. Congrats, Carson. Appreciate you very much coming up. We'll see you down at state.
Thank you.
You bet. Carson, Kanne. I think we've got head coach Sean Minnehan over here, and he'll make his way over to the post-game area. And folks, if you didn't hear it, Carson just said they're pretty sweaty as he's talking about the headphones. Coaches, I didn't get so used to players putting them on first, and they're all sweaty by the time coaches put them on. But I don't think, Sean, that matters to you here tonight. Congrats on this one.
I'll take it. I don't have to worry about it messing up my hair, so it'll be all right.
What's this feel like? You and I chatted on the coaching show this morning, and it's been a couple of years. I think 3 straight years you didn't make it down, but now you're back down there to the state tournament. What's this one feel like right now?
It feels amazing. I think it's 4 years. I don't know. It was a long time, and it feels great because it shows that hard work pays off to our guys, and that's what I remind them that against OA on Tuesday, and then again tonight. I'm like, you guys worked for this. You've earned this moment. Go have fun. And we didn't shoot the ball the way we're capable of, and we still went out. But the big thing is we executed the game plan defensively. Yeah, he still got points, but he had to earn every single point. I'm just so proud of our guys for coming in, being locked in, and doing what we needed to do.
Talk about the defensive shift and how you guys contained him there. Betcher fouls out with 6:05 left. Hargens at that point had 24, finishes with 30, so you only give up 6 points to a kid that you knew was going to try to take over on the offensive end for them over that last 6 minutes. How did you hold him to 6?
Well, I think they came at the free throw line because we were able to go inverted triangle and 2, because at that point, and we talked about that the last 2 days in practice, like if we can get one of their guys to out, and we can go triangle and 2, like that can be the game changer. I mean, offensively, it would have been nice to capitalize on a little bit more. Our guys kind of started to sit and stall, and I didn't want to stall. I wanted them to guard us. I don't want them to sit there and catch their breath and then all of a sudden only have to guard for 5 seconds. I wanted them to guard for 35 seconds to continue to wear them out. Harkins made an incredible block on Giff when he went to attack, and it was the right play for Giff to attack. It was the right shot. It was just an incredible block. Just shows you his athleticism, but the biggest thing is we just wanted our guys to spread out. Those were our 5 best offensive players we feel at the end of the game. We can spread them out, and you have to guard all 5 guys. And the guys just get a layup and run offense. So we're not stalling. We're just being extremely patient to get the right shot. And then Rock, that shot from the corner was huge. Daggers.
And then he comes up with the block and the rebound down on the other end later on. Don't want to question their coach at all, so this isn't that way. But are you surprised late that they didn't try to get Hargens down on the block and get it to him in the post rather than letting him try to drive against a defense he was having a hard time penetrating against?
I mean, that's kind of where we've struggled for the most part, is when people penetrate downhill, and that's where, I mean, a lot of his points, he came downhill. And that's when they made their run in the second quarter, and then continued in the third quarter as he was getting downhill. But when we were able to go to that inverted triangle and 2, we were able to meet him further out, and just made it so much harder, and it allowed us to sit DJ by the rim to try to get those rebounds.
You guys watched the film against South Central for Sioux Central. You saw it. Carson Kanne talked about it. He knew he could take Ehlers to the hole. What a great start for him, and that got you guys off to the kind of start you needed tonight.
We preached it and preached it and preached it. Like we did, like, guys, get to the rim, get layups. That's what's going to be win the game. Because we didn't shoot the ball very well. I mean, 6 of 20 from 3, so I thought our shot selections was really, really good. We missed a couple of great looks, which is fine. The biggest thing I kept trying to remind our guys is we can get to the rim, we can get layups, we can play off of 2 feet. That's what Dawson Gifford did. That completely, like he just absolutely took over the game in the second half. He's the guy who got Betcher in fouled out of the game. Like, that was huge.
Yeah, his ability to get to the rim against Betcher is what got, I think he picked up 3 fouls on him taking him to the hole.
Yeah, and that's the most under control Dawson's played all year. That's where we keep talking about where Dawson had a tendency to take charges and try to play off of 1 foot, but he was playing off of 2 feet extremely well. He was patient with it, and I'm so proud of him for the second half that he had.
Monday night or Tuesday morning, or does it matter to you? Do you have any clue, or does it matter?
I'm happy to find out.
Well, I tell you what, Coach, congratulations. We'll see you down at State. I'll probably talk to you ahead of time, but congrats and looking forward to seeing you down there.
Thank you.
Head coach Sean Minnehan joining us here in the postgame. We'll step away, take a break.